At least 233 people, and new reports are suggesting more than 290 people, have died, with a further 900 injured in the world's deadliest train disaster in 2 decades. This absolute tragedy has occurred in an area called Balasore, Odisha, East India on Friday night. 2 passenger trains collided at around 7 p.m. when the Howrah Superfast Express derailed and became entangled with the Coromandel Express. We're told that 10 to 12 coaches of one train were derailed, up to 3 coaches of the second train were derailed, and with that, human bodies, the passengers, were thrown within their carriages, believed to be 290 or more dead. An eyewitness has said that there was blood, broken limbs, and people dying all around. Images from the scene show rescuers frantically scrambling in an attempt to find and rescue survivors. There's an abundance of ambulances. Several disaster response force teams have been mobilized, transporting the injured, the survivors, to hospital. Hundreds of young people are lined up at the hospitals in Odisha to donate blood, to do what they can to help those that have survived. So again, believed to be at least 290 dead, 900 injured as 2 passenger trains collide in Balasore, Odisha. We're told that India has a lot of train crashes, which doesn't surprise me given our knowledge that India is somewhat of a third world country. Certainly it was. I know that it has experienced a great deal of economic growth over the last couple of decades, but even so, it has a huge population. Only certain areas within the country are experiencing wealth, as far as I understand, and with that there's huge amounts of poverty, lack of investment into infrastructure. A lot of people use the trains in India. We're told that more than 12 million people ride 14,000 trains across India every day. More than 12 million people. That's a heck of a lot of train journeys, and with that combined with aging, relatively unsafe train system infrastructure, it doesn't entirely surprise me that there are a lot of train crashes in the country. Apparently several hundred accidents per year. I have to say though that they're not the only country to experience such derailments. How many train derailments have there been in the last 3 months in the United States? Quite a few. I can't remember the details of all of them. I think what was mostly reported, what I can recall of the United States derailments that have occurred over the last few months in particular, I believe there's been a relatively low number of fatalities, if any. Most of the train derailments in the United States have been commercial trains transporting various industrial products, chemicals, gasoline, diesel, also food products, I believe. And within America, we're told that train derailments have always been an issue, hundreds a year. It seems crazy to me. It seems like the world isn't as advanced as sometimes we think it is. I don't really have too much to add. Of course, full condolences to all of the families and friends of all of the victims, believed to be at this point in time 290 deceased. It's fairly likely that that number will increase, perhaps dramatically so. 900 injured. I think it's safe to presume that some of those will also lose their lives. The hospital's inundated despite the locals' attempts to help by donating as much blood as they can. So full condolences. Let's hope and pray that as many survivors are able to continue to survive and recover from their injuries as is feasible. This situation is going to rock the area in which the crash occurred, Balasore. One of the trains, the Howrah Superfast Express, was running from Bangalore to Howrah, West Bengal. The other train, the Coromandel Express, was running from Kolkata to Chennai. I'm not familiar with these areas, but I dare say that that means that there's going to be ripples throughout many communities that have lost their family members, their friends, their co-workers. So if we are inclined to pray, perhaps we could say a prayer for those that have lost their lives and for the families that they've left behind. So I'm going to wrap things up. If you appreciate the coverage, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit, and take care.